Alright, so I'm here with Lou Montanez, Somerset Patriots. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, no problem.
So Lou Montanez was drafted 3rd overall. Do you think 3rd overall was a good spot in 2000 draft? Or do you think he should have been higher or a little bit lower in the draft?
It was a really high pick. There's not much higher you could go.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was really happy I got selected, and I was happy by the team that selected me.
Yeah.
Chicago.
Yeah, and then you started your career as a shortstop, and then you ended up developing into an outfielder. Who or what told you to develop into an outfielder instead of playing shortstop?
I played a lot of years as an infielder, shortstop and second base, and the higher I got up in the minor leagues, the more hard it was becoming for myself. So kind of me and the team, we decided to focus on my offensive side of the game. So we switched over to the outfield where you don't have as many responsibilities, and it worked out. Ever since I moved over, I was able to put a lot of good seasons hitting wise.
So do you think if someone's to put you at shortstop, you can play there again, or probably not?
I think I could do the job, but we definitely have guys that specialize in that, like Nixon is an unbelievable fielder. So I could do it in a pinch, but you wouldn't want to see me there the whole season.
Okay, so and then you ended up signing a minor league contract with the Orioles, and in Double-A Bowie you batted .335, and you got the call up. Why do you think you were called up straight from Double-A instead of playing Triple-A and going to the majors?
I think it's just I was in the right place at the right time. That's kind of sometimes the way it works out, where the team needed a guy that was hitting really well, and sure enough, it was me in Double-A. And you see that a lot nowadays. A lot of guys move up from Double-A or Triple-A. It doesn't really matter. Once you get it kind of into those high minor leagues, most of those guys are ready for the major leagues. It's a really high competitive baseball.
And who told you that you were getting called up to the majors?
I remember I started the game, and it was like the 3rd inning, and they took me out of the game for no reason. And that's when I knew something was up. Something was fishy going on. So after the game, the manager let me know that I was going up to Baltimore to be with the Orioles. So it was great news. My manager in Double-A told me.
Okay, so you had your debut, I believe, against the Nationals, and was
Angels.
Angels, my bad. And you was in Camden Yards, and your first at bat, you hit a home run. Were you trying to hit a home run, or you were just trying to get a hit?
I was real nervous. I can't lie. I just wanted to get a hit, but I also wanted to just hit the ball hard. Not embarrass myself. So it turned out that I hit the home run, but honestly, I was just trying to make really hard contact, and it worked out. Once I hit the ball, I knew it was going out because I hit it at the right trajectory, and I hit it really hard. So it was a neat experience. It was just a great time all around.
You still have the home run ball?
Yeah, I have it cased in like a glass case with like a MLB in Major League games. They all have like an authenticator. Well, the guy was there. He put the sticker on, so it's my ball, and I'll have it for as long as I'll pass it down to my kids if they want it.
And then you finished in the rest of the season with the Orioles, and then you signed the contract with the Cubs, and you started with your debut there, hitting an RBI double. How'd you feel playing with the team that drafted you and let you go and they brought you back?
It was part of the reason I wanted to come back to Chicago, because I felt I never fulfilled their belief in me. I never got to the big leagues my first time around. I really wanted to be part of the organization, put on the jersey, play in Wrigley Field. And I was able to do that. It was just a great experience. One of my favorite parks to go to is Wrigley Field. It's just the history, the way it's set up. It's just a really nice place to play a game or watch a game if you're a fan.
So then you played a couple years in the Philadelphia Cardinals, minor league systems, and last year you started the season with Somerset. What made you want to come and play in the Atlantic League?
The Atlantic League is a league where if you don't have an opportunity to play affiliated ball with one of the professional teams, it's the highest level league you play. This is like a Double-A or Triple-A, and some days you have major leaguers pitching and playing. So it was the league that was going to give me the best competition, and the league where I could maybe sign with a team if I was doing well like I did last year.
Yeah, so you batted .313 last year, and you ended up getting signed by the Double-A Angels team. Do you think when you were signed you were going to come back, get to the majors, or do you think you're just going to stay in the minor league affiliates?
I knew I had an opportunity in the major leagues, and I think I was close to getting called up, maybe for an opportunity, because a couple guys got hurt on the Angels big league team, but I got hurt at the same time. I fractured a couple ribs, and that ended my season with the Angels. But when you have a uniform on, either in Double A or Triple A, you always have an opportunity to
Yeah.
get called up. So that's the good thing about it.
And then you came back to Somerset this year, and you're actually leading the team in home runs. Are you trying to hit a lot of home runs, or are you just trying to hit the ball and it's luckily going out?
Most of the time, I'm just trying to hit the ball real hard. I can't lie. Sometimes you do try to hit a home run, but it hardly ever happens.
Yeah.
It usually turns out that when you just try to hit the ball hard, it'll turn into doubles and triples and home runs.
So I got some fun, quick questions. So, what was your favorite ballpark you ever played at?
I gotta say, my favorite ballpark to play is Wrigley Field. But there's also a lot of new ballparks that are awesome, like the new Yankee Stadium,
Yeah.
the new Met Stadium. They're just really nice ballparks. But my favorite ballpark is Wrigley Field.
Absolutely. So, over your course of your career, who do you think was the most famous teammate you ever had?
Teammate?
Yeah.
I would say I had Sammy Sosa as a teammate for some spring training games back when I was first with the Cubs. He's probably the most recognizable name that I think I've played with on a team.
Funniest teammate in the Patriots locker room?
In the Patriots locker room, it's a battle between maybe Jonathan Tucker and Daryl McCall. They just there's a couple of other guys that have really good sense of humor, but I guess Tucker and McCall are the two standout guys.
So you were born on, I'm gonna play what's your name, Bayamon, Puerto Rico?
Bayamon, Puerto Rico.
And Edwin and also Jeff Dominguez were born there. How do you guys connect based on being born in the same country, especially with Edwin, because I see you talk to him a lot?
Well, we have that. We speak Spanish to begin with. That's something we have in common. And also, Puerto Rico is a really small island. Puerto Rico is, I don't know the exact, it's probably even smaller than New Jersey. So you get to know each other by growing up there. And in the winter, we play together also. So we've been able to form a relationship, and we have that together, that bond that we're from the same place. So that helps us stay, stay close.
Do you see yourself coming to play back with Somerset next year?
Yeah, definitely. If the opportunity's right, and I feel good about my health and where I'm at, yeah, I'll definitely play Somerset. If I play back in the Atlantic League, I'll definitely be a Somerset Patriot.
Yeah. And after your playing career, can you see yourself being a coach of the team or no?
Yeah, I could see myself doing it. I'm not ready to do it right now.
Yeah.
There's some guys that they would be willing to do it right after they retire. I still feel like I can play and I want to compete. But down the road, I would definitely consider being coaching.
All right, thank you, Monty, for your time. He
Yep,
definitely
no problem.
deserves to be back in affiliate ball, and that's it.